it can be recalled that in a publication published by the Nation newspaper, which was written by Sam Omasheye, the photo of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, was published at the back of the newspaper with the title Obituary. Some Nigerians on social media have, however, reacted to this publication by Sam Omasheye. However, a Twitter user with the handle name Ehi Chris asked the Nigerian police to invite on for Sam on for questioning over his publication on the presidential candidates of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, which is an act of provocation. In reply, however, the Nigeria Police Relations Officer, Prince Oluwamuyiwa Adejobi, released a statement via his Twitter handle where he noted that the police can't even just lift an opinion in the news or in the publication to act, but instead they always want to have documentary complaints before they act. And according to what he said, the screenshot of the original statement released by the Nigerian police via his Twitter handle. I have said it severally that we always want to have documentary complaints before we act. For many reasons, we can't lift an opinion in the newspaper on in publication to act. Please be guided. Thanks. Hmm. Well, I think the same thing the AFCC told those who were calling for the arrest of Bola Tinubu during the bullion van. Oh, I could remember the acting chairman of EFCC said, "Oh, we don't just hear, we don't go by hearsay. We don't." And you want to tell me that they were not in the country when the bullion van case has been like that? Even when they go after all these Yahoo boys, has anybody complain? Nobody do complain about. They see what is happening and they go there. The same way they say, oh no, you have to come and write petition against him, then we will not take it from there. And lo and behold, those who are writing the petition or who wrote the petition at that time, when Nigerians thought that they really meant well, they wrote, but that petition has gathered dust in the office of EFCC. I think it's going to 2 years now. They didn't do anything. So I think it's going to be the same thing. Who owns the Nation newspaper? Is it not Tinubu? Tinubu owns the Nation paper. So you think they will go after even a man that even was even involved in the bullion van saga too? They didn't even go after him. Is it the person that wrote? And at the end of the day, the same people will come out and say, "Yeah, Obi supporters are this, are so this." When a journalist has resorted to doing what he did, then whatever he see, he go collect. But as for police, forget them. They will do nothing. What could be more dangerous than what the man has done himself, and is now trying to curry sympathy that is receiving death death threats? Well, they are announcing their obituary to corruption, insecurity, just like that Charlie Boy said, embezzlement of funds, cabals. So they arise is obedience and useful to us, and obituary to them. Peter Obi is their death and extinction from our government. I reason with you, bros. Kudos. Overambitious slave of Tinubu, Nigeria greatest criminal, Yahoo politicians. The more you attack us, the stronger we become. Peter Obi for president. All we want is good governance, better Nigeria. Nigerians have suffered enough, and we can't even be playing sentimental politics as usual and end up regretting it. Regretting and end up in suffering, in poverty, humiliation, in penury. Sam is a useless man. Your entire family is obituary. You should be the one that they should be directing to, not even his family, because he did not say his family did not send him message with all those things that he's done. This is so bad. God of Peter will handle you. If anything happens to be Sam Omasheye should be held responsible. You can guess which part of Nigeria the man comes from. He's part of a group that doesn't even want change in their lives. Okay? Sam just announced his obituary and that of his principals. If this kind of publications had come from an Igbo man, they would tag all of them as insulting everyone. That is it. Everybody, oh, they are so abusive. This and that, and the fear of obedience is the beginning of wisdom. Sam is not a serious person looking for grass to cut. I don't even know how this man can just become foolish overnight because of his paymaster Putting somebody's picture and writing obituary is like a threat on someone's life, and is the one who has turned around calling people that are threatening him. See, too bad, honestly. Just because Obi is an opponent of your paymaster, you can't even find fault in that. The so-called Sam should be held responsible. Anything happens to Obi, okay? Now, so I hear it is either you have not started the police work yet, or you are doing it with a tremendous bias. Wait for my complaints as they come. I no go Tay. Better still, the Labour Party or the presidential candidate should sue Sam Omasheye or the Nation newspaper. Reno Mokre, Dijade Yanji, Segalins, or what do they call it, and this other guy too, the Naira Land CEO, or what does he call himself? All those ones, they will not see all these things. Oh. How many of you here even read the article? No, you can ask yourself, or you can tell us. The supporters of BOB are obedient, but when an idea is dead on arrival, it is called obituary. That is the beauty of literature. Sam, go and ask Mbaka and Ekweremadu. However, you are too small to challenge your God. As you wish this innocent man that wants to rescue you from your perpetual poverty, so shall it be to you. Reading all that this he wrote in his hate-filled article against the person of Mr. Peter Obi, it is obvious that he hates, is a hater of not only Peter Obi but of Indigo generally. To be open-minded in my response to the divisive article, it is either he has a person hates Indigo the much he has expressed, or that he is paid or induced by the owner of the Nation newspaper and Bola Tinubu to ridicule himself. Of course, it will be causing myself unnecessary disappointment to expect the agencies of the federal government of Nigeria to do anything about the hate speech against Indigo. No, no, they would do nothing. Under which law will the prosecution be carried out? Obedient criticize, abuse, and cause Atiku Shiwore Tinubu and their supporters with impunity. Yet, it's slight criticism against Peter Obi. They want everyone to fall. They refer to Tinubu as an ancestor. Who are our ancestors? Is that not worse than obituary? Mark this date before 2023 general election. Is some whatever obituary will be okay. As a journalist, even some of the journalists have condemned the way he wrote. So you don't need to come and tell us what is not. No problem. God is watching us, and all he will surely vindicate Obi for better Nigeria. Let him not go to court. He should hand it over to God and let's move on. Why are the descendants of a chimpanzee always out or to insult everyone that speak the truth concerning their obituary? Is there any name they never called Tinubu their conqueror? Yes, no follower of Tinubu has come out to threaten their valueless life. You think their lives are valueless? You are a dark soul calling people chimpanzee. That is what people are just here doing that. There's no need causing any of fuming with rage. The police said they need an official complaint and they would do nothing about it. As a petition not been written against Tinubu to the EFCC, what did they do? Nothing.